Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Thomas, the intended target. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Deep down the field. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Allen. This is complete to Michael Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Allen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen again. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Austin. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Trey Flowers picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll air it out deep for time. And this is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter.
And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. one to throw. Going to throw again. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And here's Allen operating from the gun. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Allen, maybe with a free play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Ito Smith, his first carry. He's going to have the first down past the 20. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off. The quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Yeah, they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A great return there of 22 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with a tackle. Now Wilson running left on the option. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. 30, past the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Arik Armstead able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack on 1st down, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it on 4th down, Allen. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Allen now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down. Hines, and that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Allen. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucks are able to cut into that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will get them one closer. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Try to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Allen, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Bucks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Allen. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Ito Smith. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Bucs on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson steps away. And this is going to be incomplete. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He finds his target. It's Evans. Mike Evans. He's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Wilson wants to throw it. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way down to the 29. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson buying time to his left. Letting one go, and this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after